It's all in our hands, this life of time that's given to us all. It gathers round each night, each morn. We watch it pass and grow. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands.
So, I've never been on a frozen lake before, believe it or not. And I recently bought a cabin on a small lake. And while I was walking my dog yesterday, around this time, I kept hearing this sound that you're hearing. I kept hearing these sounds and I wasn't sure what it was, and then I realized it was coming from the lake. And so you're hearing is the sound of the what I'm assuming is the ice forming on the lake. So incredible. You can also hear my neighbors. I didn't realize that they were over here. You really, I'm on a cul-de-sac, so you do not ever really see people except my neighbor down there. And I didn't even see them pass by, so I guess they were already here before I showed up. But I don't see any cars pass in front of my cabin unless it's the neighbor. Isn't that amazing? I just love the sound. I hope the camera's picking up on it. And so, this lake is very much frozen. I'm walking on it right now. It's perfect to skate on, which is the plan. The plan is to skate on it. We're gonna wait a little bit longer though, maybe in January. And yeah, I just wanted to show you this beautiful view and this beautiful sound that's coming from the lake. And the sound of a squirrel that is yelling in a tree somewhere. So this is the dock. Well, this is also part of the dock. That was already here when I bought the cabin, and this part connects down there and kind of floats out into the water. But it's pretty old, and when we were dragging it out, we noticed that the wood was breaking, and the wood up here is also cracking, and so I just decided to invest in a new dock, which we'll be putting up in the springtime. And it's made of aluminum. The frame is aluminum, and then the top is cedar planks, and so it's going to last basically my whole life, except I'll have to change the cedar planks maybe in like 15 or 20 years. But if I take care of them, maybe they'll last longer, who knows. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to show you. It was making much more noise earlier today, and yesterday. But I just find it so incredible. Nature is just so amazing, and I'm just so happy to be here and listen to these beautiful sounds and see these beautiful views, even though it is freezing. Ooh, it's probably like minus 13 Celsius right now. My glasses are fogging up. Oh my god. But this, I'm sure, well, you probably have already seen it. But if not, this is my cabin and this is my garage. And I am very, very happy. It's just a really beautiful place. And I've really been enjoying it. And I've been seeing a lot of wildlife, as you can tell. Lots of deer prints. They were here earlier today, actually. And I put out food for them, but they didn't want it. I guess they're not desperate enough yet. It's gonna be very cold in this winter, but they usually eat what I give them, but I put out some cabbage and orange peels. This is my squirrel. There's two of them. He's been, this is my squirrel, this one. He's not afraid of me. The other one is a little scared. This one is a little bully. He bullies the other squirrel. He doesn't let him take the food. I put out some peanuts for the deer, but the squirrels are eating them instead. And that's my deer feeder, but I just put it on the ground this time because I like to see them come up close to the cabin. I could see them from the window. My mom and I put up these Christmas lights, what was it, 2 weeks ago? And we gathered some fir branches, made a little wreath. And my mom got me that little cardinal, which I think is a beautiful touch. But yeah, it's very, very exciting stuff. Don't mind my red face, it is very cold. It's also getting dark now, so you probably can't see me very well. So, if I can set you down here. Okay, you can kind of see me. Okay, so I have another property that I showed you. It was like 2 years ago now. And I had plans for that property. I still do, but I was planning on building on that property. And I was getting everything in order to do that. Do not mind my frosted glass. I was getting ready to do that, and then I picked up photography. Particularly, I picked up photography, specifically wildlife photography, and so I've been spending a lot of time doing that for the past pretty much 2 years now. And I was looking for maybe a cabin to spend more time up here to be able to photograph more, and I ended up stumbling upon this place, and it wasn't in my plan initially to buy a cabin. I was going to build one, but I loved it so much, and I just went with it. I kind of just went with the flow, and I ended up getting this property, which is very exciting. This used to be my grandfather's jacket. It is literally 40 years old, and it looks brand new because he used to take care of his stuff really well. And I'm happy. I much rather use hand-me-downs or thrift clothing that I know is good quality, it'll keep me warm, than to buy something, you know. Much rather reuse than buy new, you know what I mean? So I'll show you a bit around. I'll show you around a bit. This is all part of the property. It's very messy right now. I need to Oh boy, it's ice. I need to clean up in here, but the property goes all the way down there and up until the road. And my property actually, the road is actually part of my property, and so it's a private road because my neighbor needed to, they were given access. My neighbor was given access to get to their house from the road, which is my property. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, so I have some plans for this place now. I would like to do some things, maybe put a little guest house here. I've been thinking of maybe redoing an RV and turning it into kind of like a little tiny house, because the house is pretty tiny. And so if I have people over, I need to be able to accommodate everyone, of course. So I need to figure that out. And yeah, I mean, I want to do some landscaping in the, like, there's a fire pit over there. There's also a fire, and my little squirrel friend. There's also a fire pit down near the water, but I want to fix them up, make them really nice, and do some landscaping around the cabin, like in the front. I'll show you. So in the front of the cabin, there are these like tall grasses. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it's very soft. But anyway, we have these in front of the cabin. And it's beautiful. I like it in this spot, but in the front it looks a little messy, and it's kind of empty in the front. So I want to remove those and then maybe put some evergreen like shrubs, like some spruce shrubs, and what else? What do you call those? Oh gosh, what are they called? Juniper bushes. Just to kind of bring more greenery around the cabin. I plan on doing that over here in these beds. Put some nice shrubbery. And I'm thinking of also maybe putting some type of rock down, like even under the balcony, and also bring it out. And I don't know what else. I'm gonna just figure it out as I go, but this video was supposed to be just about the beautiful sound from the lake, but it ended up being a little introduction to the cabin, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to go check on my blueberry muffins. I went, I don't know, I just had a craving for blueberry muffins and I decided to make them, so I have to go pull them out of the oven. But anyway, I will see you next time, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and to feed your local squirrels. They'll be very happy. Let's see if he'll come. I love squirrels. I think they're probably my favorite wild animal. And I'm sure people will laugh at me for that, but I don't know what it is. I just love them so much. Oh, these are the blueberry muffins I was talking about, and they came out incredible. So what I'll do is maybe the next video I'll show you how to make them. They're so freaking good. They're very moist. They have a nice crumble on top, so it has a bit of a crunch, and they're full of blueberries. Delish.
watching the sunset on Tennessee hills. I wish I could capture it, I never will. 'Cause I'm not a painter, can't stay in the lines. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion wine. It's starting to rain, but I don't feel a thing. Sitting out rocking on that old porch swing. 'Cause I found me something that tastes like springtime. Just sitting here sipping on dandelion wine. All my life I've known some things you can't control. You can make plans, but they'll change on a dime. So pour me one more glass of dandelion wine. Preachers and dreamers, they both believe in the patterns and powers that we can't quite see. Spend your life guessing or look for the signs.
My mom's homemade pasta sauce from this year. And it's very convenient when you want to make dinner and you're feeling kind of lazy or tired or whatever reason you just don't want to make food. If you have your pasta sauce already prepared, you don't have to make pasta sauce, and so it comes very handy. And it tastes delicious, so don't mind my hair, it looks a little frizzy.
You can make plans, but they'll change on a dime. So pour me one more glass of dandelion wine. Pour me one more glass of dandelion wine.
Oh yeah, thank you. This always scares me. Oh, Twinkle. Oh, Jesus. Ah. Huh? And that is how fast. It literally took less than 10 minutes because the pasta sauce was already prepared, which is very convenient. Let me move these forks. Here you go.
Thank you. You steamed up the kit.
Hmm? I gotta open this again. Okay, not so bad. Now, I really never drink alcohol, but this is the best wine I've ever had, and it's the only wine I actually enjoy. So, when I have pasta, I like to drink this wine sometimes. And this is not a wine glass, but it's all I have up here right now. I have to get a proper wine glass. All right. You ready?
Yes, go ahead, Erica.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's so good. And some pasta. A very large bite. You first. Okay, this is very big.
Thank you, sweet girl.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're gonna eat dinner.
Cheers.
And I'll see you next time.